Joined by Coach Keith Urgo on GoPCSports.com. Coach, how did you get better during the week off?
Well, you know what? First, we rested. It was good to have a day or two off for our guys. Watched a lot of film. The coaching staff obviously didn't have days off. We went recruiting, Coach Chambers himself. But our guys just needed a little time to rest, catch up on their academics, which is huge. We have a couple sore bodies from playing so many games in a row. So for us, it was more about rest. And then we got back in the gym yesterday, which was great. We had a great workout. Not as intense as we plan on today being, so we're excited to get back on the court today. And with 10 guys now in the rotation, makes for some phenomenal competition and practice.
What is Devin Foster doing well right now?
You know what? He's doing a lot of things. He's really patient. Everybody's talking about his scoring, but it's more of his effort. You know, the biggest play he made the other night was the backcourt play he created by diving on the floor, and that's what a senior who's coming down to the end of his college career anyway does. Just makes all the hustle plays. You know, he's so physical. He can be a great defender for us on the ball. So he's been playing like that, and he's been playing desperate, like his season's coming to an end, and he wants to do something with it.
Another guy playing desperate, Brandon Taylor, specifically with his back to the basket. Why is he such a challenging matchup?
You know what? Because he's so skilled, and you know he's a senior. He's been playing in the Big Ten a long time. He's been in a lot of big-time matchups. Obviously, the other night he did a great job from the three-point line. He mixed it up very well. So when you're doing that, you're going inside, outside. It really creates mismatch problems for the opponent. They can double, or they have to, you know. And the other night, some guys were knocking down some shots. So if they tried to double, he kicked out. He made a couple great passes out of the post. Obviously, the biggest one was Peyton Banks in the opposite slot, spot up, great look across court, which Brandon's really worked on. So he becomes a really difficult matchup in the post when you can't double him, or when other guys around him are making shots.
Touched on a couple of guys there. Brandon Taylor, Peyton Banks obviously made big plays down the stretch, but Julian Moore also had a big bucket at a crucial time. How important is it for those guys just to see the ball go in the basket in such a critical spot?
You know, it's really important. They've been so close for so long, and both of those guys have put so much time and so much effort and energy into their game. Two of the hardest working guys that we have day in and day out. So they've come so close so many times that you're really excited for guys like that to finally feel what it is to have the hard work pay off. And that's what's happening with those guys. And, you know, hopefully they can remain being consistent down the stretch, especially Saturday night, because if those guys are consistent, it really opens the floor for Brandon and Shep, and it makes us really hard to guard.
Siobhan Shields' status is still up in the air, but what do you see from Nebraska in terms of what they like to do on offense and on defense?
You know what? They're really tough. Regardless of whether or not Siobhan plays or not, they all understand their roles. Nobody tries to do anything they're not capable of doing. They play so physical and so hard. They load up the box defensively. What I mean by that is their weak side is really packing it in, so they force you to make shots. The other night, Wisconsin was able to make seven in a row, or 7 out of 8 threes, which really opened the game up. But, you know, they do a great job of making you take contested shots. And then on the offensive end, you know, they're averaging nearly 14 turnovers a game, creating 14 turnovers a game. So, you know, you got a couple of guys with 30-plus steals on the season. So they want to get out and run a lot more than you would expect them to. So what we have to do is we have to limit our live ball turnovers. You know, if we're going to turn the ball over, which we try not to, and we did a great job against Indiana with our live ball turnovers, where they can't get out and run, and we are able to set up our defense. That's a big key for us.
What else is on your list of keys to the game? What do you need to do well?
Less turnovers, and then keep them off the offensive glass. For us, that's huge. And then drive the basketball. If we drive the basketball, get downhill, maybe put them in some free throw situations, get them in foul trouble, and we should be all right.
Coach, thanks for your time.
Thank you so much.